Welcome to Chair Yoga. My name's Debbie Mormon, and we're going to be doing a nice chair float today. You may want a strap or a belt or a necktie, something like that. You may need it, you may not, but nice to have it in case. As usual, please remember to listen to and respect your body throughout the class today. And nothing should cause any sharp or burning pain. If it does, please stop doing it. Or if a doctor has told you not to move in a certain way, please listen to your doctor. I'd like to send a special shout out to Jean and Kathy and Pat and Cayenne in Austin, Texas. They sent me a nice note to let me know they appreciate the chair classes, so I wanted to say hello to them and hope they're well, and I hope you all enjoy the class today. So let's take a minute to get centered. So come to an easy seated position. Lengthen the spine, melt the shoulders down away from the ears, lower the gaze or close the eyes. Just take a minute to let go of any concerns or worries or problems from the day. Just let them settle to the side as you take this precious time for yourself, for your mind, your body, your spirit. Just notice the breath coming in through the nose and out through the nose without any effort to change it at this point. And if you'd like to set an intention for yourself today, for this class, for your week, for the day, just any quality or characteristic that you would like to be more present in your life. Maybe it's joy, forgiveness, resilience, patience, kindness, whatever speaks to you today. I always try to link on to that first thing that comes into my mind when I'm trying to set my intention, because that first instinct is generally pretty spot on. So just take a minute to think about that intention. Hold it close in your mind's eye. Maybe even visualize what your life would feel like or how it would be different if that quality was more present. And maybe even what concrete ways you can manifest that intention. We'll start with a little breathing exercise. We'll take Durga breathing, or that 3-part breath work. I like to bring one hand to my low belly, one hand to my heart center. And go ahead and let your breath out. And take a long, slow inhale through the nose. Feel the belly inflate like a balloon, the ribs, the heart. Pause. And exhale. Heart, ribs, and belly draw in slightly. Pause, relax it all. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Pause. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly in. Pause and soften, and continue to flow like that for a few more rounds of breath. Really trying to lengthen the breath. Slow it down. And notice the space between the inhale and between the exhale. Take one more round of breath. And release the hands. And just pause and notice if you feel any differently, just with those few rounds of intentional, slow, deep breathing. Our breath and focusing on our breath is the fastest way to calm the central nervous system and to bring ourselves fully present into the moment, into the present moment. Good. Go ahead and gently blink open the eyes. Maybe scooch to the front edge of your chair. Also, we're going to be doing some standing sun salutations with our chair today, so you want to make sure your chair is not going to slide. So either placing it on carpet where it's sturdy, or maybe putting a yoga mat or a sticky mat underneath your chair might be helpful today. You can always pause and go get that if you need to. All right, so we're just going to start by warming up the ankles a little bit. So we're just going to peel the toes away from the floor, really lift the toes up so only the heels are touching, and then we're going to reverse that. So we peel the heels up and away from the floor, only the toes are touching, and just flow like that. So we inhale, lift the toes as much as we can, exhale, release, inhale, lift the heels up as high as you can, exhale, release. So keep flowing. Inhale as you rise, exhale as you lower, connecting the movement with the breath, which also calms our central nervous system. And encourage us to stay present in our practice today. Waking up the legs a little bit. Let's take one more round of toes and heels. And then relax it down. And you may want to scooch back in your chair. We're going to extend the legs forward, and we're going to circle the ankles either way. But both ankles or feet going in the same direction. And then circle the other direction with both feet going the same way. Keep that spine long. Good. Relax it down. Come on back to the edge of your chair, and let's just take a posture check. So check that the knees are directly over the ankles. The legs look like the number 11. So they're about hip width distance apart. That's about 2 fist widths between the knees or the feet. Lengthen the spine. Make sure the shoulders are directly over the hips. The head just balances neutrally over the shoulders. Low belly drawn in, shoulders up, back, and down for that perfect posture. And just take a minute to memorize that posture. Use our muscle memory here so that each time you sit for your chair practice, your body becomes more and more automatic as far as getting into your perfect chair posture. Good. All right, so we're going to let the right arm dangle behind, by our side. And we're going to take the left arm and bend it so the left arm extends out to the left, and then we bring the back of the hand around to our low back, and maybe even that left hand clasps the right elbow or forearm, keeping that posture. Lengthen the spine. And then we're going to drop the right ear any amount toward the right shoulder. So we're bringing a deep stretch into that left side of the neck, the left shoulder. And we're breathing. Good. Gently bring the head back up to neutral. Release the left arm. And we'll take that on the other side. So now the left arm is dangling by the left hip. Right arm extends out. The back of the hand comes to the low back, or maybe clasps the left forearm or the left elbow. We re-lengthen that spine, and we drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Bringing our awareness to the right side of the neck and the right shoulder. Maintaining our slow, even breath. Good. Head comes back up to neutral. Release the right arm. And we'll bring both hands to the shoulders so the elbows are sticking out to the side. And we're just going to make some big circles backward with the elbows. So we're just continuing to loosen up the shoulders and the neck. Trying to make as big of a circle with those elbows as you can. Maintaining the length in the spine. Good. Circle the other direction. So I'm circling forward now. Finding the full range of motion with your shoulders. Good. One more. And release the arms. Hands come to the tops of the thighs, and we'll take a few rounds of cat-cow to start loosening up the spine a little bit more. So on an inhale, the shoulder blades draw together, belly sticks out, heart and collarbones widen, chin lifts a little bit. And on an exhale, reverse that. So scoop out the belly, widen the shoulder blades, round the back, and the chin drops. And that's our flow. So inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Keep the belly engaged a little bit to protect your spine. Send a little love to your spine. Excuse me. Let's take one more round. Goodness. And we'll come back up to neutral. We're going to bring our right hand to the seat of our chair outside of our right hip. We're going to inhale the left arm up by the left ear. And we'll take a side bend over to the right. Keep the left hip rooted to your chair and the left shoulder drawn back. So we're really focusing on the left side body, left side ribs. We're not rounding into this. Big open. Breathing into the left side body. Good. Inhale the left arm back up. Exhale, release the left hand to the seat of your chair. Inhale the right arm up by the right ear. And exhale, side bend to the left. Keeping the right hip rooted, right shoulder drawing back. Breathing into the right side body. Inhale, back up, release the right arm to the chair, and then we're just gonna flow like that. I don't know, maybe twice to each side. So inhale, both arms up by the ears. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, both arms up by the ears. Exhale, arms wide, lower them down. Spine getting a little bit warmed up, I hope. All right, let's do a little arm flow, which incorporates a little bit of a cat-cow movement in it. So we're going to inhale both arms out to the sides and up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, we lower the hands down to the heart center. And then we're going to inhale, arms go wide, palms face forward, shoulder blades draw together, and you find a little arch in the back. And then an exhale, the hands, straight arms travel forward, the palms touch. We scoop out the belly and round the back, widen the shoulder blades. And then come on back up to neutral. So that's our flow. So inhale, both arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms wide, a little arch in the back, chin lifts. Exhale, round the back, arms come forward, palms touch. And back to neutral. 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms go wide, little arch. Exhale, arms come forward, palms touch, back rounds, and neutral. Last time. And we're meeting back in neutral. And we'll take our final movement of the spine, which is a twist. So inhale, both arms up by the ears. Exhale, twist to the right. So the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand reaches back for the seat of the chair. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, maybe you deepen into your twist a little bit here. So we're not cranking, we're not forcing. The head can be forward to the right side wall or to your back wall over your right shoulder, whatever feels best in your neck. Low belly is slightly engaged to protect the spine, always. I say that because I have a tendency to forget that. Allow the breath to massage the inner organs as we're in this twist. Maybe call to mind your intention. Good, and as we release out, we bring both arms back up by the ears, and we take a twist to the left. Right hand to the outside of that left knee, left hand reaches back for the chair. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist and hold. Deep breaths. We gently untwist. Both arms come back up by the ears. And then we're going to bend the elbows, and the hands grab opposite elbows. So the spine is long and straight. Chin is up. And we're just going to take sort of a modified sit-up here. But we're just going to lean forward, about to a diagonal, maybe more. And then inhale it back up. Exhale, lean forward to a diagonal so the arms stay over the head. Exhale as you come forward, low belly in. Inhale, rise it back up. Keep going. The spine is as straight and long as possible. Three more. Good. Last one. You got this. Good. Come on up. Release the arms, and we'll take a forward fold. So your options here are to bring the forearms to the knees and the head hangs heavy as your body is leaning forward. Or maybe the hands travel down the shins to the floor or to a block. Maybe you grab opposite elbows behind the legs if that's in your practice, if that feels safe in your body. Wherever you are in this forward fold, I invite you to relax the head and the neck and the shoulders completely. Focusing again on your intention, letting any negative or unwanted thoughts just flow out the top of the head to fertilize the soil of your practice. Feel the belly expanding on the thighs with each slow inhale and exhale. Just relax, be soft. So if you've grasped the elbows behind the legs, go ahead and release that out. And if the hands are down on a block or on the floor, go ahead and come up to elbows to knees. So we're rising up nice and slow. Draw the belly in, and we're going to scoop out the belly, round the back, and we're going to try to stack one vertebrae on top of the next as we round the torso back up, and then take 3 shoulder rolls back when you land at the top. Good. So just like we did at the beginning of the class, let's sit back a little bit more in our chair. We're going to extend the legs forward so they're off the floor, and we're going to point and flex. We made circles like this before, but now we're going to do a hard flex and a hard point. Moving both feet at the same time. Good. Relax the feet back down. Come on back to the edge of your chair. And we're going to take a little leg and hip series here. So you may want your strap for this. If it's not in your practice to hug the right knee into the chest with both hands, then you may want to take your strap around that right knee. So you have one end of the strap in both hands, and you help that knee up any amount toward the chest. Keep the spine long and straight. And hug that right knee into the chest, and take some slow, deep breaths here. And then we're going to come into a seated figure 4 from here. So the right ankle crosses over the left knee. If that's not in your practice, cross the right ankle over the left ankle and let that right knee fall open to the right. Keep the right foot flexed. Lengthen the spine. Maybe a little gentle pressure down on that right knee, but be very gentle. We want to feel some sensation in that right hip. If you're here and you're not feeling much in the right hip, you can draw that right heel in closer, any amount toward the right hip crease. That's going to intensify that stretch in the right hip. So you do what works for you today, of course. Good. A little counter twist. The left hand's going to grab the outer right knee. It's a little bit of a twist to the right as we draw the right knee toward the left shoulder, just as a nice counter stretch for that right hip. Good. Release out. Interlace the fingers behind the right thigh. And we're going to extend that right leg straight out, any amount, keeping the length in the spine. The right foot is flexed. Reach for your front wall with that right heel. Your hands are supporting the right leg. And you're breathing. Good. Rebend the right knee. Let it release down to the floor. And we'll take that series on the other side. So either the hands interlace around that left knee to draw the left knee into the chest, or you grab that strap to help draw the left knee into the chest. Either way. Spine is as long and straight as it can possibly be. The shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears. And maybe call to mind your intention. Slow, deep breaths. This is a great one if you ever have a gassy belly or a little bit of a bellyache. This is actually called wind relief pose. So you can also do this lying on the floor on your back and hug the knee in. Great. We're going to move into figure 4. So the left ankle crosses over the right knee, or the left ankle crosses over the right ankle. Either way is perfect. Flex the left foot to protect your left knee. Reach up through the crown of the head, maybe a little gentle pressure down on the left knee. Maybe you draw the left heel in further towards the hip, maybe not. And breathe into that left hip. Relax your jaw. We're not using any of the muscles in the face or the neck, so soften those areas. Breathing into the hip. Good. We'll take our counter stretch. So the right hand reaches for the left knee, draws the left knee up toward the right shoulder as we twist to the left a little bit. Good. Release out of the twist. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh and extend the left leg straight out in front of you, reaching for your front wall with the left heel. Spine is long and straight. Good. Rebend the left leg. Set it all down. Hands come to the tops of the thighs. Lengthen the spine again. Relax the shoulders down. And we're just going to drop the chin straight forward down to our chest. Bringing that stretch and sensation now to the back of the neck. Maybe even down the top of the back, down along the spine. You might feel the stretch down there to your upper back. And breathe. inhale, lift the chin back up. And we're going to take a seated warrior 2. So we're going to bring both knees over to the right side of our chair. The left butt cheek hangs off the chair a little bit. And the right leg stays where it is while the left leg extends out to a 90-degree angle. So the left knee is pointing toward the front of your room. Your hips are going to square a little bit toward the front wall. It's hard to do with the legs at a 90-degree angle. But this is your option of a modified warrior 2. You can inhale the arms straight up to a T and gaze out over the right fingertips. There's also the option of extending that left leg straight back, and the left foot is parallel to your left side wall. This allows you to square the hips a little bit more toward the front of the room. Arms reach for the side walls, and the gaze is over the right fingertips. And we're breathing. Relax the shoulders down. Do another posture check here. Are your shoulders directly over your hips? We have a tendency to want to lean forward over that right leg. We want to be up with the shoulders over the hips. Press down through both feet. And breathe in our warrior. Maybe even make a muscle with your arms. Feel your inner warrior, your strength. And then maybe send the arms back out. Good. Release the arms. If the left leg is straight, go ahead and rebend it. Bring both knees back forward. Maybe bounce the legs up and down a little bit. And we'll take that warrior 2 to the left. So now the knees, both knees, come to the left side of your chair. Your right butt cheek is hanging off the seat a little bit. And remember your options. Either the right knee stays bent and points toward the front wall so that our legs look a little bit like an L. Try to get the hips a little bit pointed toward, squared to the front of the room. Inhale the arms up. Your face is facing your left hand. You can always extend the right leg straight back. Relax the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. Right foot is parallel to the right side wall. And the left toes are pointing toward the left side wall. You can work toward heel to arch alignment here. Focus on your slow, deep breath. Hips are squared to the front of the room. And we're breathing. Relax the arms. Rebend the right leg if it's straight. Come in, bring the knees back forward. And we're going to move into our standing sun salutations with our chair. So go ahead and stand up, and we're going to face the seat of our chair. And we're going to be up, with our feet pretty close to the seat of our chair. We're going to inhale, both arms up by the ears. Maybe the gaze goes up a little bit toward the ceiling. And on an exhale, we hinge at the waist. The arms go wide and then land on the seat of our chair for a forward fold. So if you're more open, you can bring the head down further, whatever works for you. And then on an inhale, we're going to halfway lift. So the spine is horizontal. Yeah, spine's horizontal. Right? Yep, hands are still on the seat of the chair. We're going to maybe take the right foot up under the chair and step the left foot back. So we're setting up for warrior 1. The left foot is at a 45-degree angle, so those left toes are pointed to your front right corner of the room. The right toes are pointed towards your right side wall, and then we're going to bend the right knee to about a 90-degree angle. Lift the chest and the heart. Maybe the hands stay on the chair, or maybe the arms travel up by the ears. Both ways are perfect. So we're in Warrior One. The hips are squared toward your chair. Good. Exhale, release the hands back to the seat of the chair. We're going to draw the right foot back, come up on both toes. The toes of both feet. Lower the hips, so we're at a little bit of a plank here. If this works for you, you can take your high plank, and then maybe the hips lower, and we're in a little bit of a cobra pose or upward facing dog. And then we're going to bring the hips back, the feet come flat, and we're in a supported downward facing dog with the chair. So my hands are still on the seat of the chair. All kinds of length in the spine. Knees can be bent here if the hamstrings are feeling tight. Good. Then we're going to rise up and take our Warrior One on the left. So step the left foot under the chair. Right foot comes to a 45-degree angle. Hips are squared forward to the seat of the chair. Heel to heel alignment. Bend into that left knee. And lift the gaze. Hands can stay right here on the chair, or maybe the arms come up by the ears for Warrior One. On an exhale, release the hands to the seat of the chair. Come up on the right toes. Push off the right toes. Step the feet up together. Inhale, arms wide and travel all the way up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that is our sun salutation. We're going to take that maybe 2 more times. All right. So inhale the arms up by the ears. Exhale, arms wide. Hinge at the waist. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift so the spine is straight. Crown of the head reaching toward your wall. And we're going to take this time a big step back with the right foot. Bend the left knee. Setting up for Warrior One to the left. Good. Exhale, release the hands. Back to the chair. Draw the left foot back. We're up on our toes for our plank. Take a breath in. Maybe on an exhale you find your cobra or up dog. And then the hips come all the way back for downward facing dog. Hands are still on the seat of the chair. Lift the torso up. Step the right foot up. Flatten the left foot. Warrior One to the right. Hands stay on the seat of the chair, or they travel up. Exhale, release it down. Come up on the left toes. Push off the left toes. Step the feet up together. Arms wide, flat back, all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, one more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step back with the left foot. Bend into the right knee, hips pointing forward, hands stay on the chair, the arms come up. Exhale, release. Come up on the left toes, draw the right foot back for our plank and our cobra. And then hips come back to down dog. And we'll step the left foot up, flatten the right foot, bend into the left knee. Warrior One to the left. Release the hands back to the chair. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, arms wide, flat back, all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good job. Hopefully you built up some heat there and got the body warmed up a little bit. So we're going to take some wall push-ups. I don't have a good angle here, so you're going to see the back of me doing this. I guess I could show you here. So if you have a wall, just find any space along your wall to do some push-ups. So the further the feet are back away from the wall, the more intense your push-up is going to be. But we're going to keep the elbows in close to the body, and we're just going to take a push-up. So the elbows bend, face comes towards the wall. Inhale, back away from the wall. So it's just like a push-up, except against the wall. I'm going to take 10. You do what works for you. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you push away. I've lost count. I'm going to do 3 more. Good. Come on, back up. We're going to stay standing for a quad stretch, a quadricep stretch. So I'm standing with my right leg closest to my chair. And this is where you may want your strap again. So I'll show you without the strap, and then I'll show you with the strap. So we're going to bend the left knee, and maybe the hand comes to the top of the foot or the ankle, and we stretch that left heel up towards our booty for a big stretch in the front of the left leg. So if you're not able to clasp onto the left foot or ankle, take that strap to the front of the left ankle, hold both ends of the strap in your left hand, and draw the left heel up any amount towards your left glute. So to intensify this, we try to bring the knees any amount toward together. If that's not working for you today, don't worry about it. As long as you're feeling a nice big stretch in the front of the left leg, you're doing perfect. Check your posture, shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees, head lifted, breathing into the front of the left leg. Good, nice and easy, gently release the left foot, maybe bounce the legs a little bit, and we'll take that on the other side. So now we're standing with the left leg closest to the chair. We're standing next to our chair. The left hand holds onto the chair. We bend the right knee, grab onto the ankle of the foot, or use your strap, and then lower the right knee towards the earth as the right heel comes up towards the right glute. Maybe you try to work the knees toward together, maybe not. Hang out here and breathe. Maybe call to mind your intention. Gently release the right foot. Right foot comes back to the floor. Bounce the legs a little bit. Then we're going to take a butterfly pose or cobbler pose. So if you have another chair or another piece of furniture, like I have this couch here. We're going to go ahead and sit back in our chair, and we're going to bring the soles of the feet together in front of us and allow the knees to drop open. So maybe you have another chair in front of you that your feet are rested on. If you don't have another chair, you can do this by sitting on the edge of your chair. The feet come together and the knees still drop open wide. That might be more accessible in the hips for some people than bringing the feet up to another piece of furniture. Good. Bring the spine away from the back of your chair. And of course, the closer the heels in towards the groin, the more intense this stretch is going to be. So you can be more like a diamond with the feet further away. That's going to be less intense. Good. So stay here if that feels perfect for you and you're getting a good stretch in your hips. But if you want to, you can see what it feels like to fold over that diamond shape in your legs. Staying upright is a perfect option. Remember, no judgment, no expectations. Always striving for acceptance. Wherever you are in this pose is perfect. If you're folded over, nice and easy, bring the torso back upright. You have the option of staying in this cobbler pose or butterfly pose for Shavasana. That might feel nice to you. Or you can lie on your back on the floor or bring the feet to the earth for an easy seated position. You can always put your head on your desk like you're taking a little nap, whatever works. But take a minute to kind of fidget and move as you begin to settle into stillness for your Shavasana. We do all those poses to allow us to be open to receive whatever this practice may have to offer us today. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Maybe take a minute to scan the body, noticing if there's any places where you're holding on to tension still, and if so, direct the breath right to those spaces and allow them to soften. With each exhale, allow your body to be as heavy as possible, feeling the support of the chair or the earth. And I have a short reading, a meditation written by Maria Sabina. She's a Mexican healer and a poet. And she says, "Heal yourself with the light of the sun and the rays of the moon, with the sound of the river and the waterfall, with the swaying of the sea and the fluttering of the birds. Heal yourself with mint, neem, and eucalyptus. Sweeten with lavender, rosemary, and chamomile. Hug yourself with the cocoa bean and a hint of cinnamon. Put love in tea instead of sugar and drink it looking at the stars. Heal yourself with the kisses that the wind gives you and the hugs of the rain. Stand strong with your bare feet on the ground and with everything that comes from it. Be smarter every day by listening to your intuition, looking at the world with your forehead. Jump, dance, sing, so that you live happier. Heal yourself with beautiful love, and always remember, you are the medicine. We'll have a couple moments of silence, and then I'll cue you out. Remembering each time that the mind comes in and asks for your attention, just let those thoughts float on by like clouds in the sky and bring your focus back to your breath. Invite a deeper breath into the body. Some flickers of movements with the fingers and with the toes. And then reach the arms up by the ears, the legs out in front. Give yourself a big stretch in both directions. And then release it all down. If you're on the floor, go ahead and bring yourself up to an easy seated position, and once there, we'll all press the palms together in front of our heart center as our symbol of closing this sacred time you've made for yourself, for your self-care that we've shared together. Thank yourself for showing up on your chair today, and we express deep gratitude to these bodies of ours for moving as perfectly as they did. Call to mind again your intention that you set at the beginning of class today, inviting that quality to manifest in your life this week. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace, because it's also within me, and in sharing these things, we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.